So, what inspired you to begin CCS Academy and how has this journey been since the beginning, sir?
As a student, I have attended various workshops and programs, and I have always seen people doing mock sessions, and they are giving a lot of theoretical inputs. Yeah, when I was a student, it was all looking like theory to me, and I couldn't get anything that much practical. Then I thought it is better if we observe a real counseling sessions, then that will get me a lot more clarity. But again, that was also not that much possible. Many clients did not give permission when I did internship with various psychologists. So then I thought that why don't we do a program where we do real counseling sessions? And obviously, clients won't be giving consent. So I take my own students and they share something shareable, and they sit as a client, and they talk about their honest things, and they shared something shareable. And I started doing counseling for other people to observe, and whatever I practice, I started noting them down, and prepared a kind of model or algorithm to make things clear for myself and also for the students. Then slowly I got into this integrative counseling related things. Then I came up with the algorithm for easy integration model also. So initially I was just practicing, and some of my students went abroad, and they told, here things look very unique, and you can call it as a model. Then I wanted to name it, and I want to make everything easy. Then only it will be better for me as a teacher and also for the students. So I thought it is an integrative approach, and so I named it as EC integration model, in short EI model. And this EI model helps students to learn counseling in shorter amount of time. Within 2-3 months, people will be able to gain a lot of clarity through that, because it has a clear algorithm or structure, or you can even say framework. As a beginner counselor, you need a kind of framework or template, and this model gives that. And this is all by my own trial and error, thanks to my clients with whom I did a lot of experiments and I noted them down. Now it is easy integration model. That is what I follow, and we have got very good feedback from both clients and also students practicing this model. Things are going great now.
That's wonderful, sir. From my experience in the CCS Academy, I would also like to say that the easy integration model had almost 10 therapies which were really integrative and was so clear, sir. So, when I had done my NSC in counseling psychology, I was aware of the theoretical aspects of counseling and the therapies, but practical exposure is very important, and that's what CCS Academy gives us with the EI based model, the easy integration model that Sir has given us is the most important aspect to start as a beginner counselor, which has also helped me in my private practice. So thank you so much, Sir. There are so many psychology students who have completed studying so many therapies, theories. So, what makes it a unique experience to come and join the CCS Academy and train here, sir?
If you are already trained elsewhere related to counseling or psychology, you would have learned about all the therapies and theories, but did you have the practical aspect? So we provide practical counseling sessions for you to observe. Later, you will also do counseling sessions under my supervision. I guess that would not be there in all the places. Number two, even if you have learned all these approaches and therapies elsewhere, what we are going to teach will be from our perspective, what we practice. Counseling is an art. So, how much ever you have learned elsewhere, we are not going to repeat that, because we'll be teaching it from our perspective and how we practice here as counselors. So, when you learn the aspects from our point of view, you will get your own style. Your style will not be exactly my style. So, you will pick up your own style based on whatever you have learned here and also elsewhere.
As students graduate, they feel a little unsure, uncertain as to how to create their own private practice and navigate their career path. Can you please share a step by step guide to build a successful career in counseling psychology?
When students graduate, they want to join a job as a counselor in a school or a college or a corporate. But unfortunately, many organizations will ask for experienced candidates. So when they are beginners, obviously they won't have any experience. Only if someone gives experience, they'll be able to get. But many organizations look for experienced candidates. So what we tell them is experience is not equal to expertise. So if they can look for expertise, it will be better. But we can't tell all the organizations about it. So what I would say is, so start your own private practice in bookconsult.in through our website called as bookconsult.in. We help you to start your own private practice and we help you to register your private practice also. So slowly when you start meeting a lot of clients, then you'll gain both experience and expertise. When you complete around 1 year, you can say that I have got the experience. And again, people might say that you are just 1 year experience. Then talk to them, help them understand experience is not expertise. If you sit in one place for 10 years, people get experience. But are they having the real expertise? We do not know. So if you can convince them that you have got the expertise, then you will be able to get jobs. Otherwise, do your private practice really well. When there is a need, they will contact you. You can go as a consultant counselor to the nearby schools, colleges as a part-timer. And when they understand it is a full-time need, then they may recruit you full-time. So it will be a little bit difficult journey in the beginning, but when you reach around 2 to 3 years of experience, then it will be all cakewalk.
Please share your experience of your entire journey from the start of CCS Academy and what are the unique characteristics that CCS Academy emphasizes on the training programs and how it helps you to sculpt the way you approach the relationship counseling or a geriatric counseling or in an organization or a school setup and your private practice and many more. So the approaches that we use in the CCS Academy, how unique is it and how does it have an impact on an individual to give a complete approach towards counseling psychology?
We started these diploma and PG diploma batches in the year 2018. And right now we are running the 72nd batch. In between, we have conducted a lot of certificate programs and also workshops. So if you look at our training, we provide a lot of practical aspects and we do counseling sessions for the students to observe. And we teach around 10 approaches. So the approaches are gestalt therapy, person-centered therapy, rational emotive cognitive behavior therapy, transaction analysis, behavior therapy, life skills approach, and solution-focused brief therapy. And we also train you how to adapt yourself to different setup like school counseling, corporate counseling, healthcare counseling. And we train you to become trainers also in schools and organizations where you'll be providing a lot of life skills training. And we train you how to conduct the counseling sessions for even geriatric population. Because for every population, there'll be certain things that you need to learn. And most of the people want relationship counseling training. And we do relationship counseling training in a very different way. And we help our students to do counseling sessions in the individual way. And they are able to have a lot of success rate in marital and relationship counseling. Apart from the diploma and PG diploma courses we have been providing for many years, we have now introduced advanced skill diploma course in counseling and psychotherapy in partnership with G Local University. It's a 1 year course and we go in depth to each and every approach and we give a lot of time for practical aspects. If you look at our PG diploma course, it's a 3 months or 5 months course. Generally, it is a 100 hours course. If it is a Sunday batch, then it will go for 5 months. If it is a weekday batch, it will go for 3 months. Whereas this 1 year course, it will go for 11 months and after that we have got the examination also. So when comparing with the 3 months or 5 months course, this will be a very in-depth course. And our 100 hours course will be kind of fast track course. And people with psychology background or without psychology background, they'll be able to get a very good clarity in the beginning. But if they want to go deeper further, then doing this 1 year course will be useful.
What if there is a counselor who gets stuck in a session if they are not able to proceed further? How does the easy integration model come into play here? Could you please share how does it work?
Easy integration model is a model in counseling and psychotherapy that helps the beginners to start the private practice and also counseling sessions very easily. It has a structure, it has an algorithm that will help you to move towards helping the client to improve the mental health. If you're getting stuck, there'll be always different paths that will help you to move ahead. technically speaking, there are different approaches or theories in counseling like CBT, REBT and all. When you put them together, they won't work that well. And that's when this eclectic approach, they say that's not seen as a good thing. So we integrate different approaches because one approach is not enough to help all kinds of clients. When we integrate, they should fit well into each other. So that's when this integrative approach, is very different from eclectic approach. And we have brought different approaches based on logic, otherwise similarities, and we put them together. So when you do counseling sessions using easy integration model, the client will not get the idea that you are using different approaches or different techniques. Clients will see a oneness or similarities in the techniques that you use, and so it helps clients to get clarity in lesser amount of time.
So going back in time, 15 years ago, please take us to your first counseling session. How was it?
Okay. I was very nervous, like any other beginner counselor. I had the theoretical inputs and I had some practical knowledge also, but still it was very nervous. And I don't think my client has found it out. I was able to manage that I was confident. That's how I portrayed myself. When the client was talking, I was listening and then I was trying to bring all the concepts that I have learned, but I got stuck. So I would say the first session was not going that well according to me, but the client did not realize it probably. So the client came for the next session. In between, I went to my supervisor and got some inputs and made myself better in terms of how to deal with this client. And in the next session, I did really well. So that supervision helped me. I thought, I have known all the concepts and I would be able to deal. But when it is the client coming, sitting in front of us, it is a different game altogether. So whatever we have learned, it is all from the textbooks, it is all from someone else's experience. But their experience is not my experience. My clients are not their clients. So it was a very, very unique experience. And I started understanding that whatever I have learned, they're all guidelines. Okay. So whatever worked for others might not work for me. So I decided to come up with my own style, my own model slowly. And now the model helps not only me, my own 20 counselors in Chennai Counseling Services, and also thousands of students who have done the courses with me. And I don't think they will require a lot of supervision in between like I had with my first client. So when they do the course, they do a lot of counseling sessions here with clients. Our students are going to talk about their real concerns. So they are going to be real clients. So they'll get a lot of confidence and they'll do a lot of trial and error. And if they are getting stuck, they can say freeze, which is not possible for me when I did the counseling session with my client. I can't say freeze, sorry, I'm not able to move ahead. But here in this training, they can say freeze and they can get inputs from me. They can think for a while and then they can unfreeze and move on. So that's how we have trained. And I have seen my students saying they had done the first counseling session very well. And that has improved their self confidence, self efficacy as a counselor, which did not happen for me. I did a lot of trial and error. And I still remember the first day how I went out, and it was a very different experience.
Thank you for sharing your experience, sir, and the importance of mentorship as well. And in CCS Academy, personalized mentorship is a key element here. So, thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing that. So, Karthik, sir, as we wrap up today's discussion, what is one message that you would like to give to counselors and people who are aspiring to become counseling psychologists?
Okay, the one message that I want to give all the aspiring counselors and practicing counselors, it's a very noble profession, and we are helping a lot of people to improve their mental health and help them solve their problems. And we need a lot of people like you, and I want all of you to improve your skills in an Indian way. We have learned many things from the Western way, and I'm not against the West. We take a lot of things from the West and we put it in Indian way, and we help our Indian clients. So I want you to be culturally sensitive and help the clients in the professional way. I don't want you to get into pop psychology or spiritual kind of things. I wanted to stick to the scientific things at the same time culturally sensitive. It was a wonderful discussion talking to you, Varshini, and I was able to talk a lot about my journey and how I help people and how students are getting betterment through our training. And thank you so much for joining us today, and all the best for your practice too.
Okay.